Now we're going to jump into the imperfect, its forms and functions, because we've already spoken about the preterite tense. Now we're going to jump into the forms of the imperfect. Okay, and I put this picture up. This is my daughter Ella, and this is my daughter Kesley. They're fantastic. I was in the room. I wasn't feeling very well, so they came in just to cheer me up and made a funny picture of them. They're fantastic. So this is the beauty of the imperfect tense. It's a lot simpler than the preterite tense. So typically what we do is we teach the preterite tense so you have more exposure to it, and you understand how it works, and then the imperfect tense is really, really simple. So AR verb endings are aba, okay, tú, abas. It's kind of really fun to say, aba. The nosotros form, now this one carries an accent over the A because it becomes an esdrújula. Habamos. Vosotros is habáis. It's supposed to be an I, not an R. And haban. Okay? Now, ER-IR verbs, on the other hand, are going to have a different verb ending. It's ia, and all of these carry accents. Ia. Íamos. Just tack these onto the end of the words. Ias. Iais. It's got a lot of vowels in there. Then ia, an accent over the I, and ian. Okay? Now make sure you understand the differentiate between the AR verbs and the IR verbs. Now let's look at the only 3 irregulars in the preterite tense. There's only 3. So you memorize this chart right here for the imperfect, and then you memorize the 3 irregulars, which makes it tons easier than the preterite tense. Okay? So here we go. There's only 3, and they are ir, ser, and ver. Like I said before, some of your most irregular verbs are the ones that you use most commonly. Ir, ser, and ver. So ir means what? To go, right? To be is ser. Ver, to see. To be and to see. Sorry, I said to see. So ser is to be, ver is to see. Okay? Now, what are the verb endings for these 3 irregulars? All right, let's walk through it. Ir, the verb ir, is iba. Can you imagine what the rest of them are going to be? Ibas. Iba. An accent over the I. Íbamos. Ibais. And then iban. Okay? So make sure you identify that the verb ir, this is the verb, not the verb endings. The verb ir is iba, ibas, iba, íbamos, ibais, iban. Ser, on the other hand, becomes era, eras, era. Now here we have an accent mark over the A, over the E. Éramos, erais, and then eran. Okay? Now the verb ver has the ER-IR verb endings. The only thing that doesn't change is the fact that you put the E in there. Okay, so it looks like this. Veía. So you can see the first 2 letters of the root, ve. Okay, that just drop the R. Add the verb ending for the ER-IR verbs. Veías. Veía. Oh, it's supposed to be an accent mark. Veíamos. Okay. Then we have veíais. That's a lot of vowels. And then for the last one, veían. Okay. So with these ones, the only thing you have to do is just memorize them. Make sure you know them by heart.